Hey, this is Casey Lown with Strategic Mortgage Solutions, here for another divorce mortgage planning moment. Whether you're preparing for an amicable divorce or a nasty one, divorces have a way of having a lot of ups and downs and rarely simple. And so maybe there are some financial difficulties, negative credit events that can come a long way that you can prepare for. So let's jump right in and review some strategies that can help safeguard your finances and your credit. Number one, you want to pull your credit. You want to see exactly what debts that are in your name and what you may have together jointly. Have a frank conversation with your divorcing spouse about these debts and create a plan about who's to pay what. In some cases, you may actually want to consider setting up a separate joint account where you may both mutually fund money to that account. Two, I'd recommend setting up auto pay on the vast majority of your debts and other bill obligations. The thing of it is that when you're going through divorce, those ups and downs, emotional roller coasters, it's very easy for certain bills to just slip right by you. At least if you have things set up on auto pay, the vast majority of your expenses will be paid without you giving much thought of it. Third, get rid of any accounts where you have authorized users, or at least take that person off from having the ability to charge an account that you're obligated to make the payments on. Next, freeze your credit. Now, I actually recommend this for almost anybody these days because data theft is so prevalent with a lot of people that have and control your personal information, social security, date of birth, name, and yada yada. However, when you're going through a process of divorce, especially one where maybe it's getting a little nasty, freezing your credit is a great idea to prevent somebody from opening up fraudulent accounts against you that maybe later on down the line are going to suck away a lot of your time and energy and having to fix those situations. Number five, you want to understand who's ultimately responsible for these debts that you might have together. There are situations in a divorce settlement agreement that may outline somebody's to pay a car loan, somebody's to pay the mortgage, somebody's to pay these other credit card debts. However, if you have these accounts together jointly, it doesn't matter whether the divorce decree outlines who's to pay what. From the creditor's standpoint, both parties, whoever's on that debt as an obligation, is responsible for those debt payments. So if your divorcing spouse is obligated to pay the car payment but skips making the payment, that's on you as well, and it will be on your credit. So it's recommended that after the completion of divorce, try to get each and every creditor out of both names and into the individual that's obligated for that debt within that divorce settlement agreement. And lastly, if you own a home and you're considering whether to keep it, how would you buy out somebody's equity position? Should you sell it? Am I going to qualify to be able to purchase a home after the divorce? You're going to want to seek out the advice of a divorce mortgage planner such as myself. Reason being is that an attorney is going to be really good for helping you discuss your options as it relates to the legal issues of that divorce and concierge you through that process, but they know next to nothing about how mortgage financing and the underwriting process works. You'd be amazed at just how significant a few changes in the wording of that divorce decree can affect somebody's ability to be able to qualify for financing after a divorce. What's more, a divorce mortgage planner could perhaps give insight on other financing opportunities that could help somebody in a case where they're deciding whether to, buy out somebody's equity position. Can they qualify for that loan? And therefore, what if they can't? These things are really important to discover and sort of work out prior to the actual negotiation of the divorce with both parties. Anyway, that's it. I hope this was valuable for you. Have a great day.